Alright everybody, welcome back. I'm in the Bearded Carver's workshop here in the basement. And today we're going to make this, I guess I'll call it a bowl scraper. I've made one of these before. This is maple. I'm not sure if this is Norway maple, but it's a piece of maple. Fell off of a tree that I got. It's pretty hard, very dry. Well, obviously it's hard, it's maple, but so this is what we got. That's kind of the overall shape I'm going to go for. And we're going to work on the shape for us a little bit. Try to get this down pretty flat. Like I said, I've made one of these before, and I was actually very fortunate enough to sell it at the Trenton Avenue or the Kensington Arts Festival 2 weeks ago, and I really appreciate that. That was awesome. It was exactly what the person was looking for. I just happened to come by, and that was it. That was the only one I had on the table, and you know, I'm honored that they bought it. So we're going to work on this a little bit. It's going to take a while. This is really a very dry piece of wood. So we're just going to get this really flat. Nothing fancy about this, really. Probably use the axe a little bit, really, but having fun with the shave horse. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to the axe real quick, flip you guys around, but see, very slow progress. We have a lot of material to remove. I just took a big slab of this and just started to kind of hack away. Sorry about the mess here, guys. I know it's horrible, but we're going to use the axe a little bit. Get over here. I'm just going to start hacking away. We have so much more to remove, guys, so much more. Kind of the basic idea, and we'll just continue to do that all the way down. So much more. This is about an inch thick. Jeez. Pretty though. Alright, well, you know what? I'm just going to stop it there, and I'll come back when there's more done. This is going to take a while, so let me come right back. Alright guys, we're back, so let me show you what we did, what I've done so far. Thinned it out a lot. I have a lot more work to go, but right now I'm just kind of, getting this little indent there, just kind of playing around. So I'm just, you know, trying to show some of the work here, and just kind of very carefully roughing this out. That's all I'm doing, nothing crazy. Following my tracing here, my drawing rather. Now I find this is a little easier for me to actually draw freehand, just using some straight edge and then just kind of drawing the curved part. Now this is easier for me to draw than drawing an actual spoon. difficult for me to get it to look nice. So I try to use templates for the spoons most of the time. So I think that's okay for now. Whoops. Yeah, and I'm just going to continue playing around with, I guess, the handle. It's really hard to tell here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I got the fan going because it's really humid. Hot and humid. Oh, there's a big wormhole there. Oh, it's an old wormhole. This wood's almost like firewood almost. Jeez, could use it for firewood. I'm going to try to give this a rounded handle if I can. That knot's going to give me problems. Okay, so I'm going to come back when I have more done. Just wanted to show some of that, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and this is what we have so far. Moving along with the progress. I have to get it maybe a little bit thinner, I'm not really sure. But I'm just kind of flopping, flip-flopping back and forth with the axe and the knife. I'm going to try to make it a little bit round and maybe thin out the handle. I don't know. It needs to be so thick. I'm not sure what we're going to do. You have to go back to the shave horse for some of this stuff. Alright. That's all we're doing right now. Just kind of shaving off little pieces, not too much at once. Try not to anyway. I'm going against the grain here. That's the tricky part with this thing is how thin do you want to go with this thickness, because although this is maple, you know, this is designed for scraping out a bowl when you're mixing, like baking and stuff, so my idea behind this is to make it very robust and strong and thick. I mean, the wood itself is already really strong, but to have a really thick piece to really give it that edge when you're baking or cooking with it, you know. to feel secure, feel assured that it's not going to, you know, break on you. So. Alright, I felt pretty good with that. So I'm going to start messing around with the knife here a little bit more. See if I can get this in camera. Hopefully. Do some of this work here, not too much. Probably be flipping back and forth. Oh my god, it's so hard. Jesus Christ. This is going to be flipping back and forth between different tools. This handle has to get maybe just a tad bit thinner. We'll see. Just kind of playing around. It's pretty thick. It's right where I want it. So that's what I'm doing right now, guys, and I'm going to come back when there's more done. Probably when most of this is done is when I'll return. So just bear with me, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So here is the spoon. It's finished. Almost. I'm going to sand it. I've got sandpaper here. I'm going to start that now, and I'll just, actually, you know what, I've never done this before in a video. I guess I'm going to kind of freestyle here. And if I can get up really close, I will show some of the technique I use when I sand some of these spoons. And if I can get this on camera here. With this thing, there's a bevel here. And that's just for getting around the bowl. It's flat here, and then it kind of angles down. So hopefully we can see what I'm going to do. Tilt this down here a little bit. There's nothing really to this. It's just kind of following. And I start off with 60, and I wind up with 2,000 grit at the end. So I'm not going to show all this. I just want to show a little bit of it. And I'm just going to follow this around. Nothing fancy about it. This is, for me, it's an extension of the carving. I actually enjoy sanding. It's pretty fun. And again, it's kind of like, again, an extension to the carving. Allows you to round any edges that might be a little rough. Alright guys, so I'm going to come right back when this is done. Actually what I'll do is I'll come back when it's sanded, or when it's oiled, and we'll be right back. This thing's going to be really pretty when it's done. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back, and here's the finished product. We have a maple bowl scraper. Is my light on? It is. So let me bring it up close here. It's very shiny. Just put a fresh coat of oil. This is olive oil and vegetable oil. Let me wipe it down a little bit. So I have a nice bevel there. Just a little design here. Just the handle nice and thick, nice and sturdy. This is the other side. I mean, look at that. It's going to look really nice once it dries a little bit more. It's got a nice bevel there. Good for scraping along the bowls, along the sides of the bowl. So this is what we have, a maple wood bowl scraper. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video.